What is up? What is up, everybody? Welcome to Just the BetSlips podcast, where during the live shows we promise you the hot tips to help you bet slips, but here we bring you the hot tips to help your knowledge. I don't even know where we're going.
Knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into more gambling stuff at later time, but like right now, we're just like
shooting the breeze.
Yeah, like when we get into football season.
Oh.
First of all, we need to figure out a slogan for the podcast. That needs to happen for sure.
Yeah, we got to figure out something. We'll bring you the hot, Cougars.
What? Yeah, Cougars.
I don't know where we're going.
We got the fries with the cross your ass.
Yeah, we got the burgers. I just got burgers. We are here with the incredible foursome that is probably it could very possibly be my dream foursome on a golf course because we have so much fun together hanging out. So we might as well take it to the golf course. Why not? We have Parker Rico Suave White to my right, your left as you're looking on here. To my left, your right as you're watching. We have Sir Poolside Pat. And then beneath all of us, we have Rob, the parlay guy. Where we normally do this like, hey, how are you? How you doing thing. But we've got such a jam-packed show today. And there's going to be so much hatred to everybody.
Yeah.
Because there is going to be words slung around on this 1,000%. We just need to just get into it. And if you don't know what we're talking about, we are giving, each of us is giving our quarter century all MLB team.
Yes.
And now I want to thank Jason Stark for kind of getting this in and Parker for sending me the picture. And then of course after that I was like, all right boys, topic time. And everybody's in, so that's always a good time. So go ahead, Pat. I know you've got something on your mind. I feel it.
Sorry. Yeah, no. So it's either going to be...
Also could be gas.
That too. It's also going to be... It's either going to... We could have two scenarios happen. We could be yelling at each other, or we're going to agree with each other. Probably both. And I'm very excited. And I just want to say shout out to Fans First Sports Network. Shout out to the BetSlip Nation, just the BetSlips, who might have watched our live show today, where we are usually live on X.com, the Everything app, and YouTube. And now you're listening to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and we are presented by Fan First Sports Network. But this could either be, I think it's going to be both. I think we're going to yell at each other, and then I think we're going to vehemently agree with each other on certain places.
Yes.
So
1,000% there's going to be some agreement.
Do you want to explain like exactly what we're doing, and maybe Parker can do, whoever?
Yeah.
Shout out Rob, and
and we actually have Tommy's. We have Tommy's team. By the way,
he put a team.
He posted a team, so we have his team as well. So that's where we're at. But the premise of this is the best player for each position using their stats from 2000 until now.
Yep.
So we're not talking, anybody in the 90s. If a majority of their career was in the 90s, we're not taking them in this situation. But we've got everybody that played in the 2000s, and we got position players, every single position. We have DH, we have starting pitchers, 5 of them. We have relievers, and then we have honorable mentions. If you wanted to build a quote unquote bench, you could with honorable mentions, and we'll get into this. Shout out Zach Wheeler, who already struck out Ronald Acuna. Anyway, listen, all of us need Wheeler K's, by the way, to be very clear.
We do, but
we all need Wheeler K's. Anyway, let's jump into it. And I'm going to just start with Tommy's because it makes the most sense.
Okay.
Starting at first base, he has the machine in Albert Pujols.
I think.
Wait. So again, we're gonna go around the horn.
Yep.
Outfield, 5 starting pitchers.
Yep.
Closer.
Yep, and a catcher,
And
obviously.
DH.
And DH.
And these
Yes.
are all our opinions for
Our opinions for who we would want to
quarter
be
century
the quarter century team. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
At second base,
Wait, can you just repeat first base one more time?
Albert Pujols. Yeah.
I knew
The
you'd like
machine.
that.
Pat's gonna mark it up. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy that nobody listening to unless you're watching on YouTube. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe the video. We appreciate
Yes, please do that.
it. Albert Pujols at first base. Second base, everybody's favorite blue collar guy, Chase Utley. It's a big sticking point here. Big sticking point. At shortstop, the man that adjusted his gloves every time going to the dish. It is Nomar Garciaparra.
Whoa! Wow.
That's shocker. I mean, I love Nomar, but
He's Boston guy.
Nomar Garciaparra.
He's Boston guy.
At third base, he's going to take Adrian Beltre.
Okay, that's fine.
Starting in right field, he's taking Aaron Judge. In center field, the ever so injured Mike Trout. So I'm assuming he's taking Trout before he signed the massive contract.
Yeah.
At left field, arguably the greatest hitter we will ever see and have ever seen in Barry Bonds. DH, he is taking Big Papi.
Yeah.
As his DH. And now we get to he did not put a catcher, but my guess would either be probably Jason Varitek or Yadi Molina.
That's definitely Varitek. So
yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. He did not put a catcher. I'm going to confirm his catcher. His starting pitchers are Verlander, Kershaw, Scherzer, Johnson, Holiday.
Yep.
And then his reliever is the only unanimous member of the first ballot of the Hall of Fame, Mariano Rivera. The man made more firewood than every like logging company ever.
Yeah.
With his cutter.
Uh-huh.
So his team he also put honorable mention Peak Lincecum for the vibes and the memories.
Oh.
It was good. It was good.
Peak Lincecum for 2-3 years was almost
unbelievable, unreal.
I mean, it's just like peak Johan Santana.
Sure.
Like 5-year span with the Twins. One of the greatest pitchers we ever seen.
Parker, peak Johan was so good.
I think people forget.
I think people forget about Lincecum too, for that matter. Like he was like unreal.
Yeah.
For those couple of years. Same with Johan. Twins Johan was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I think Lincecum in his like heyday was he's one of the best pitchers that we've ever seen. So
that's why I mean, look, he fell off the ballot. I get it, but like Johan Santana should definitely be considered in a veterans committee for the Hall because he was that good.
He's not on the ballot anymore.
No,
he
fell off because he didn't get the required
5%. Yeah,
that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
that's probably a conversation we're gonna have.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Go ahead, Pat.
I want to get my rocks off here. We are going to go. We'll start with catcher, and I know people, if you're watching on YouTube, but it is this guy right here.
Yeah,
that beautiful mouth.
He's he's gonna hate me when I get to mine.
I already know who you're gonna say.
No, you don't.
Oh, I don't.
You do not.
Oh, really?
This one's signed.
Okay, yes, we know you love Yadier Molina.
Okay, so yes, it is Yadier Molina. For the people that were wondering, it is Yadier Molina is the best catcher that has played, arguably the best defensive catcher of all time, and he is for sure the best catcher from the 2000s to now. And he debuted in 2004, so that is still a thing. I'm gonna go a weird way. Second base, Chase Utley.
Sure.
Chase Utley. I've been a Utley guy forever. He played for the Dodgers, right? Did he not?
He did.
Yep.
Yep. They
Sucks.
traded him to the Dodgers.
Really
This guy
wish he
loves
wasn't
Utley,
ever
right?
a Dodger. That actually like cannot believe that he was a Dodger, but whatever. But Chase Utley is my second baseman from 2000 to now. Third base, I got two. I'm gonna start with a guy that me and CJ can relate with, Scott Rowland.
Sure.
I think Scott Rowland needs to be in this list. There, third base might be the deepest position.
Sure.
It's up there for sure. In the last 25 years, but my number one is currently wearing the birds on the bat, and that is Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado is the best third baseman that I think we've ever seen. There's arguments to be made. I can listen to those arguments, and I would tell you, I still like Nolan Arenado. Shortstop is the deepest one, I think, in my opinion. And you know what? I am very happy that Tommy said Nomar, because I almost had him on my list too. But I have three. Okay, I'm gonna go from least good to best good. I don't know. My words are not good right
So
now.
you're giving us two honorable mentions, and then you're giving us your actual pick.
Yes. Okay.
Go ahead. Honorable mentions, please.
You
Nice
speak,
English.
Pat. Derek Jeter. Worst, arguably one of the worst defensive shortstops of all time, and he gets all of the credit. And I could literally have an entire podcast about my feelings on Derek Jeter, but he is a Hall of Famer. He's a champion. He's a winner, and he's the best hitting shortstop of all time. Whatever. Number two, Jimmy Rollins makes my list. From 2000 to 2025, I really racked my brain on this, guys. I really did. Like, I wanted to put certain guys, but from let's just say 2005 to now, how can you not have Jimmy Rollins on your list? Like, he was just perennial MVP candidate, perennial, just great player. And the shortstop position, I don't know if you guys would agree with me. It's deep. It is deep. So, but those are the first two that came to mind, and this one's going to be controversial, but this is my number one. We talked about it a little bit when you brought this up on the show the other day, CJ. I'm sticking with it. I don't care. It's similar to the Nomar thing, but Alex Rodriguez is the best shortstop to play the game from 2000 to 2025. I do not care that he played third base for a lot of his career. I do not care. He was the best shortstop. He's the best hitter. He's the second best hitter. No, excuse me. Third best hitter on my list. And that is not up for debate. best shortstop, better defensively than Jeter by a mile. He might even be better defensively than Jimmy Rollins, but we would never know because he stopped playing shortstop. And you want to know why he stopped playing shortstop? Because he was a better defensive player than Derek Jeter. That's why. Oh, and Derek Jeter was Mr. New York. I hope Yankee fans come at me because I would love to get that smoke. A-Rod, best shortstop. I do not care. You guys can weigh in. Do you guys want to weigh in before I move on?
No, just keep
I
firing.
will tell you that the Yankees fans are going to hate us anyway because I'm not sure Jeter makes any of our lists.
Well, fair enough, and I love that too. Okay, so what did I miss? Oh, first base.
In left field. Yeah, we already know your first baseman. You really don't have to say Albert Pujols. It's okay.
La Machina.
If anybody says anybody other than Albert Pujols for first base, they're wrong.
Yeah,
like
wrong.
that, I will just say.
Yeah.
Can we just hand up accountability and say that there is no other option at first base,
right,
than Albert Pujols? Okay, cool. Then we don't have to mention Albert Pujols at first.
Well, I would like to hear you guys talk about him.
He is arguably the greatest right-handed hitter this century, if not ever, to play the game. End quote.
That's fair.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. I would like more.
He's top three, and there's no like.
Yeah.
If you want to mix him between 1 and 3, that's fine. If you say he's anywhere outside of the top 5, you're dumb.
Well,
and if you
you're
put him
wrong.
at 4 or 5, I'll listen to your argument. I think you're wrong, but I'll listen to the argument.
Right.
If you put him outside of top 5, you've lost all credibility with me.
Right.
Ever.
That actually, you do not know how much I needed to hear that. But second of all, if there's any Yachty or Molina hate, I will go to the bathroom and see you guys later.
I don't hate him. I just don't think he's the best. You'll hear me in a minute. But go ahead.
Okay, that's fine.
Stop 3.
Center field. I'm gonna go center, right, left. Center field. I put a question mark because I wanted to get your guys' opinion on this. Griffey.
Ooh.
Is 2000s Griffey too late?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to look at.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at his baseball. That I have him off my list because I think that's correct.
Because unfortunately, by the time he got to the Reds, he was not the same guy.
Was he?
Yeah, he had moments.
Yeah, he was with Cincinnati in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of his Seattle is the 90s.
Okay. So I can't have him there. So instead, I go with the guy that we've mentioned, but still, even with his injuries, still potentially one of the best players we've ever seen, Mike Trout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
he could retire today and be a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Exactly. And it's sad because I think he could be like 600 home run type guy.
Agreed.
Without the injuries. But I think just athleticism, everything aside, like Mike Trout is one of the best players we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring my caveat later. Right field, my other question mark that I have written down here was Vlad. Was
Guerrero?
Vlad not in the early 2000s?
He was.
Yeah, he's early 2000s. He 96. Yeah, you could put him in. Yeah, a lot of his All-Stars are 20. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want him in, have him in.
I'm gonna have Vlad as my right fielder, and people, more Yankee fans, are gonna be mad at me. Look, Aaron Judge might be the best hitter. He might be the best hitter we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And he could very much settle in right next to Vlad on my list.
Yep.
But I am just not ready. Again, hate me, whatever. Don't at me, but at me. I'm just not ready to put him in my all quarter century team. I'm just not.
Fair.
I'm sorry. Like maybe it's because I'm a Connecticut guy who grew up with the Yankee family, and all I hear about is how good Aaron Judge is. But I remember how good Vladimir freaking Guerrero was, and he is my right fielder. Judge, great player. I've bet him to win the MVP. I bet him last year to win the MVP, and I won money off them. I'm not trying to disparage Aaron Judge. I think he's amazing. I think he can easily be on this list. Jason Stark put him on his list. Totally fine. I want to stay true to myself and take Vladimir Guerrero as my right fielder, because when I think of right field, I think of Vlad.
Sure.
Or Ichiro. Those are the only other one I would say.
The only other choice. Yep.
And I think that would be fair. Last but not least, left field, greatest baseball player that ever lived, Barry Bonds.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on. Okay, I'm gonna go DH. Edgar Martinez.
Okay.
They named the award after him, and when 2 or 3 of you guys say the other guy, I'm going to be upset. So I won't say his name right now, but because I know at least 2 of you are going to say that, maybe one. But no, it's Edgar Martinez, greatest DH of all time. Pretty much the reason why that position exists is Edgar Martinez. My closer.
Here's the reason why Edgar Martinez. This is the reason why Edgar Martinez is 90s.
Yeah, like it split it in half.
I still pick Edgar Martinez.
That's fine. He only had 4 seasons in the 2000s.
Can I put Aaron Judge at DH?
Sure, you can put him in DH. If you want Aaron Judge there.
DH.
There you go.
At least makes me so the Yankee fans can whatever. But shout out Edgar Martinez, because I will never ever give the other guy that you guys are going to say.
I'm not going to say him, but you're good.
Okay, good. Well, thank you. Closer, Mariano Rivera. Had to. I wanted to do Trevor Hoffman. I really did.
Can we go ahead and do another blanket?
Yeah,
is it Mo?
Say it's Mo.
What?
Another blanket statement.
Yes,
everybody.
100%.
Okay, it's Mo.
Yeah.
Another blanket statement. We don't have to touch that one either. Moving
No
on.
first base and no closer. Okay.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Well, by the way, it does actually kind of bring a tear to my eye that you guys are agreeing with Pujols. So thank you.
Well,
and then pitching. I actually only have 4. So I have 4 starters because I really wanted to hear what you guys said. I have Kershaw. I think number 1. I have Holiday, Verlander, and then even though it doesn't seem like it should be, I have Randy Johnson. Even though I think he was like in the 80s, was he not? Or did he?
Yeah, but he was still like when he got traded to Arizona, or got picked up by Arizona.
04. Did he not win like 4 Cy Young?
he was still winning 20 games.
He is 1000% both 90s and now.
Not a doubt. So I have those 4. I was gonna put Pedro, but I wasn't sure what Pedro's numbers look like.
He's
more 90s. But I mean, I don't know. Let me look. I got baseball.
Pedro also really good in the 1000s.
Pedro had like 4 or 5 18-win seasons in the 2000s.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. See,
he's 92 to 09.
Because starting
his main real good stint was 96 to 2000, but then he had a 16-win season, a 15-win season, and he was an all-star in 06 when he only won 9, but he got hurt.
Yeah, I really think of 99 with Pedro because that was his year.
99 and 2000.
Yeah.
Those back-to-back years with Boston.
But that's the one, and that's why I kind of want to like maybe that could be a collaborative. I don't know if you guys have like 5 definitive. I have those 4 definitive. I wasn't sure who my 5th would be. So
I got you.
Yeah. I was going to try and listen to what you guys say, go from there. I mean, Clemens could have been up there, but I don't even know
if
he's
80s, 90s.
On that. Yeah. Like, I mean, I think Kershaw, Holiday, and Verlander, I think are for sure. And then Johnson, because just he was so good. Like, I think those 4 are like pretty solid. But I wasn't
absolutely.
Sure I was not sure about the 5th, and I'm going to Maddox could be that. Like I do not know who to put for my 5th, so I was gonna kind of wait, and then maybe we collaboratively have a pick. But that's my team. So Yachty, Pujols, Utley, A-Rod, Arenado, Bonds, Trout, Vlad, Kershaw, Holiday, Johnson, Verlander, Mariano, and Edgar Martinez. I do not care. We'll put Judge.
You're putting
there.
Judge. You're putting Judge in the DH.
I'm putting Judge.
right.
And Edgar.
And Edgar, even though he's 90s.
And I'm going
Rob.
to mute. I'm going to leave when you guys say you're DH because I cannot.
It all depends on it. I'm telling you, the guy you think that we're going to say, I'm not saying him, to be clear. Rob,
Okay,
go
but
ahead.
Parker and Rob are going to say it.
All right, catcher Ivan Rodriguez. It's the only answer to me. I don't see how you can say anybody else, to be completely honest with you. I really don't. He had 311 home runs in the 2000s. Right. Like, he's the only answer.
Yeah.
So, Yadier is probably 3 on my list. He did not get an honorable mention because he's a 3 on my list. But I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. First base, we already conceded Albert Pujols, obviously. Second base, I'm surprised at this. I thought I was going to be different, but I went Chase Utley also. Growing up, I remember Chase Utley pissing me off on a daily basis as a Braves fan.
Correct.
He ruined a lot of days for me back then. I might have broke a lot of things because of him in my day. So it'd be kind of messed up of me to leave him off this list. Shortstop, I'm going to say a name none of y'all probably thought of. Troy Tulowitzki.
Ooh, interesting. All right.
To me, Troy Tulowitzki was the epitome of a part of 2000s. I'm not going to ever say Derek Jeter either. I don't hate him as much as Pat does. I do agree he's not very good defensively. But I thought I did like Jimmy Rollins also because of his peskiness and hating him over a period of time, kind of like Chase Utley. But I lean towards Tulowitzki. Third base, I'm gonna say what everybody already knew I was gonna say. For me, it's only Chipper Jones. I don't care what anybody else has to say. I don't care about any other stats. I like he hit like 370 in the 2000s. Like the dude hits from both sides of the plate.
Yeah.
He played good defense, and he arguably was one of the best hitters average-wise of the entire 2000s.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
400 watch.
I'm going to go DH and piss Pat off even more, David Ortiz. I don't think there's another answer. I don't think there's another answer DH either.
Yeah, there is.
When you think of DH in the 2000s, the only name I can even think of is David Ortiz, to be completely honest with you. I mean, I could have made up another dude that's not a DH and put him here and come up with a better name.
That's the correct
answer. I'm gonna go with a true DH of David Ortiz. Let's see. I'm gonna go outfield next. We've got Barry Bonds. I know it was only 4 years of the 2000s, but he hit over 200 home runs in those 4 years. Yep. So it's kind of hard leaving him off this list.
Correct.
Mike Trout in center. Look, as
that
much
might
as
be a sweeping declaration too.
Yeah, as much as I wanted to be different here, I couldn't. I am giving honorable mentions to Ichiro and Andrew Jones. Andrew Jones more because of his defense, but he did hit 250. He did have like a 50 home run season in the 2000s. Like he had a lot of offense, even though he didn't hit as well. He had came in second MVP, I think, 1 year in the 2000s. He was very good in the 2000s as well.
Yeah, the year he had 51 homers. He was
right field. I actually have changed my mind a couple times, and I think it is disrespectful at this point not to put Aaron Judge in right field. I'm a Yankee hater through and through. However, Aaron Judge is built different, and actually, I had Vladimir Guerrero and I took him out, and I put Aaron Judge in. Vladimir Guerrero is probably my honorable mention in right. I don't know, man. Like the outfield is tough because I have so many names I want to throw out there, to be completely honest with you. Like I know that short and second might be deep, but to me the outfield is like
you're gonna be so mad at my right fielder.
It's gonna be, not necessarily. As I said, I think the outfield is like miles deep. I think you could pull a name and not all of us could say no to it necessarily.
It's fair.
Pitchers, I do have 5. I have Randy Johnson is my number 1. Clayton Kershaw, Justin Verlander, Roy Halladay, and then Max Scherzer.
Yep.
I wanted to say Max, but he didn't pitch enough in the 2000s, I don't think. So I had to leave him off. If it wasn't for the fact that it was 90s, if this was 90s, I'd be all about it, but it's not. So I think Max Scherzer was probably, I think it was a 4 or 5 year period where dude was almost untouchable. I don't think he really should be left off this list. I did have Pedro Martinez as an honorable mention, mainly because he did well in the 2000s. He just didn't do what we know Pedro to be in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And like I said, we all said Mariano Rivera. That was an easy one. Somebody could say Trevor Hoffman if they wanted to, but they'd be wrong.
They'd be wrong.
Yeah.
Like there's names you could throw out there, but like there's really only one. And I think that's everything. Did I hit them all?
I think you did.
I think I hit them all.
All right.
And now that I've stressed Pat out beyond belief.
Can you name, and this is for everybody, tell me the last team, don't look it up right now, last team that Pudge played for? No, look at that.
The last team?
Marlins?
Yeah, Marlins. I think it was the Marlins.
No.
Who was it?
The National. The Washington Nationals.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was in our division. I just
In
couldn't remember
2011, shout out the Cardinals. They won the World Series. he 2010 and 2011. And before that, it was Texas, Detroit, Marlins, Houston. No, he only played for the Marlins for one season.
For 1 year. It was 2003. Like, listen, I'm going to make the same argument with him. I'm going to make the same argument with him that I made with you and Edgar Martinez. Pudge's 90s.
He hit 300 home runs in the 2000s. That's all I'm saying.
Who cares?
No, he didn't.
Or no, it was 200. I'm sorry, it was 211. It was 211.
Yeah,
311.
he had 311 in his entire career.
Yeah, he went in 2000, 27,
Yadier
25,
Molina
19, 16, 19, 14, 13, 11, 7.
He might be the greatest Cardinal catcher, but that's about all I'll give you.
Matt, we're going to stop you there because I've got a name you cannot refute.
Yeah.
I've got a name you cannot refute that I'm going to come up.
I will.
You can refute it, but I'm telling you right now, you can't sit here and go, all right, like you could say, I still believe Yadier Molina, and he's my honorable mention. He'd be my backup catcher. I need 2 catchers. I'm going to have Yadier Molina, but my other guy is better.
You're going to say a Philly guy.
No, it's not. No, it is not. I'm not that big of a homer. There's a guy who I hate. There's a rule named after him, and he is the best catcher this quarter century. And I'm not sitting and saying it's not close, but he is better than. He is better than. Longevity-wise, I'll give it to Molina. But this guy was better than Molina, both defensively and offensively during the early part. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to be mad, but War tells me I'm right. Parker, go ahead with yours, and then we'll get into mine.
Who's telling you that you're right?
The War, which tells you who is the best player on the team.
War.
By the way, Troy Tulowitzki was ranked the second best by War, a shortstop in the 2000s. So,
hoo-ha.
I actually have him as third.
Okay. Mine had him as second, but I had who knows what list we had.
Jeter's 2 in the 2000s, and then Tulowitzki's third. Rollins is 5th, by the way.
Yeah, I remember Rollins. I think I had him at 4th, but it doesn't matter.
Yep.
You want me to go?
Yes, I do want Parker to go. Please let Parker go.
All right, at catcher, I'm debating between both of them. I'm going to go with Buster Posey.
That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, first of all, he's a 3-time champion. So it's not like, he just was on losing teams putting up numbers. No, he was a winner, and he put up numbers. He was great offensively. He's better offensively than Yachty. You can say Yachty's better defensively. That's fine. But give me Buster Posey. We all know Albert Pujols is the first baseman. Second base, I'm going to go Jose Altuve.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm debating between Altuve and Utley. Because Utley, look, Robert knows he tormented us as Braves fans for years. But Altuve, look, he's going to get 3,000 hits.
Yeah, he is.
Like I know me and CJ always kind of make fun of the the homer,
especially when he was in left.
Yeah.
When he was in left, he looked like a gnome playing left field.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
Yeah, but I mean, look, he great hitter. I'm gonna give him second base. Shortstop, I know Pat's gonna hate this. He's moved. He's away. But I'm gonna go Derek Jeter. I mean, maybe that's an easy pick, but I mean, look, Jeter's great. I mean, I'm not just like, oh, championships. No, I mean, he was a great hitter. I'm not saying he was an amazing defender. We all know he wasn't amazing.
Yeah, he's mediocre. He did have positive defensive metrics, barely.
Right, but I mean,
barely.
He made the plays that need to be made,
Correct.
and the jump throw that kind of became a thing for him. But
it's because of his lack of range that he had to do it. But
I agree. I'm not debating that. Third base, maybe I'm being a homer, but I mean, Rob knows this. Chipper Jones is my third baseman. Dude-man can hit, and he was a good defender. No one wants to talk about that. Left field, we all consensus Barry Bonds in left. Mike Trout is my center fielder. In right field, it's Aaron Judge. I mean, he's going to be an all-time great when it's all said and done. Like he's putting up great numbers now, and it's only going to get better, especially with that short porch and right, even though he's a right-handed hitter. My DH, I'm debating between two guys. It's David Ortiz or Shohei Ohtani. Because, I mean, Ohtani's already amazing as a DH. Like he's doing everything. Like, he steals bases. He hits homers. Like,
Shohei.
Okay. Rotation. I think the rotation's easy. It's Verlander, Halladay, Kershaw, Scherzer, and Randy Johnson. And we all know Mo is the closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the correct that's the correct rotation.
Yeah.
I have an honorable mention that I'm going to throw in.
I think I know who you're going to pick, and I don't hate it.
It's just he didn't do it long enough for me to put it in.
Right.
Yes, Pat.
So defensive runs saved became a statistic in 2003.
Yep. Jeter's trash at defensive run saved, but he made every play that he
-152.
Yeah, correct. Because his range was bad.
He's the worst.
His range was bad.
I think we can
his
all
range was terrible.
I think we can all agree.
That's the reason why defensive run saved. That metric.
Because he was the worst.
He made all of his fielding percentage is good.
Yeah.
No.
His fielding percentage is good. It's not great.
You could feel the ball. You could feel the
Correct.
ball.
He made the plays that needed to be made. Defensive run saved takes in your range. We're not debating that he doesn't have that he had good range. Because he had terrible range.
He sucks.
But he made the plays that he needed to make.
By the way, Yadier Molina, Buster Posey, not even a question.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Please look at wins above replacement.
Please
look at wins above replacement.
You want me to look at? What do you
want
Buster
Posey played 5 less years than Yadier Molina and still beat him in F-WAR.
Yeah.
Who cares about F-WAR?
That's what ranks the player as the best of their position.
Wins above replacement.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Yachty played longer. And Buster Posey sat out because of COVID because he chose not to play.
He didn't also play catcher for his entire career.
Not debating, but as a catcher.
Yeah,
I'm talking about F-WAR as a catcher.
Right.
His F-WAR outside of being a catcher is like, if you take his total, it's more. I'm going to say Buster Posey is my catcher.
Continue.
I'm going to say Buster Posey is my catcher. Yadier Molina, a very, very close second. He is my top honorable mention. Like, if you have any debate on this, it's Yachty and Posey are literally 1-2. I don't care what order you put them in, but Buster Posey must be talked about. So I'm putting Buster Posey there. Okay. Pujols, we already talked about there. Second baseman, give me Robinson Cano with Chase Utley is my honorable mention. I'm trying not to be a homer, but Robinson Cano had 4 of the greatest years we've ever seen out of a second baseman, both defensively and offensively. That's what earned him his contract. Everybody tainted him after because he did not live up to the contract.
Yeah.
But he had the 4 greatest seasons we've ever seen from a second baseman. Give me Robinson Cano as my second baseman. then you don't put Barry Bonds in.
Right.
I know. I'm saying that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, he had the greatest 4 seasons ever. So, like,
I'm saying that facetiously because I don't.
I get you. I'm with you. But yeah, Chase Utley's right there. Like, if you want to take out Robinson Cano because of the roids, you're putting in Chase Utley. Your other choice, Altuve, is a solid one, but I don't mention him because I don't like him. Anyway,
I know.
Shortstop. Give me Francisco Lindor.
Ooh, I like that.
He's solid. Only gotten better with age. I can't hate on him. Just give me Francisco Lindor. I like, even though I hate the fact that he's a Met.
Right.
Give me Francisco Lindor because he was doing it in Cleveland too, with a terrible team, and he was J-Ram before J-Ram. Like, the only player you had to strategize for in Cleveland was Francisco Lindor. Give me Francisco Lindor at short. Third base, give me Alex Rodriguez. I see Alex Rodriguez as a third baseman. I don't see him as a shortstop. I know he played short in Seattle. I know majority of his games are at shortstop. I thought he was a phenomenal third baseman, and he did it with the bat too. And third base is a little weird. Like, you take Beltre if you're looking at FWAR, but like I don't know. I could go a bunch of different ways there, but yeah, go ahead and give me Alex Rodriguez there. Also, honorable mention here, Evan Longoria.
Ooh, I like that.
Second in F4, by the way. Left field, give me Barry Bonds. There's no other option here. Center field, give me Mike Trout with an honorable mention of Andrew Jones. I want him as my fourth outfielder, just because I think Trout can both play left or right, and Andrew Jones could be the greatest center fielder you've ever seen. Right field. This one's gonna stir up some controversy. Give me Mookie Betts. I know that he's been all over the diamond. He's playing short. He's playing second. He's doing everything. Give me Mookie Betts in right field, and I don't have an answer. Honorable mention is Aaron Judge. He's also my backup DH. My DH is Shohei Ohtani because he's doing everything for you. Plus, I get every fifth day I get to throw him in the starting rotation. So,
I only didn't include Shohei because he's only been a DH for 2 years, so that's the reason. I left him off.
But he was a DH. He was DH with the Angels too. Like, he's been a DH for his entire career. Was DH.
Yeah,
and go there. Honorable mention at DH. Give me Bryce Harper. He had one of the best seasons we've ever seen with a surgically repaired elbow at DH. Just throwing it out there. Actually, he hadn't gotten it repaired yet. It was screwed up, and he played DH and had one of the best DH seasons we've ever seen. So, yes, give me Bryce Harper at DH as an honorable mention as well. But, yeah, that's that. Starting rotation, everybody said it. It's Scherzer, it's Verlander, it's Halladay,
Kershaw.
It's Kershaw, and then
Randy Johnson.
If you say another name, sure, fine. The name that I want to put out, just because he had two of the most incredible seasons I've ever seen, plus he also went the distance, which I don't think a lot of people give him credit for. He went the distance a lot. Give me Cliff Lee.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Cliff Lee had so many shutouts and complete games in his career, and his career was short.
Yeah.
He was one of the best crafty lefties that we ever had. Randy, and if you put him in with Randy Johnson, you've got Randy Johnson from the left side throwing absolute fire, and then you have Cliff Lee literally lobbing in curveballs that you can't touch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. Mariano Rivera is your reliever. If you want to put in another reliever that I think you should probably talk about, and I hate the fact that I have to say it, but Jonathan Papelbon. I mean, when he was with Boston, he was insane. He started to lose it later, which means it's all Mo. Like, I'm not sitting, but like, honorable mention from a bullpen piece. Give me Jonathan Papelbon. Also, don't hate Brad Lidge because he did have the perfect season, including the postseason for the Phillies in 2008 when they won the World Series. But like, I don't want to. I'm not putting him into this upper echelon. But like, if you want to consider one of the greatest seasons we've ever seen,
even Billy Wagner.
Bill. And here's another one.
Gagne.
Yeah, there's so many of those that had such small blips of greatness.
Right.
It's always Mo. But if you want to talk about a couple, there you go.
Trevor Hoffman?
Yeah. The Hoff. Why not?
I mean, we all love Trevor Hoffman.
I mean, if we're just taking like a couple seasons, Craig Kimbrell was up there too.
Correct. Yeah. Kimbrell was phenomenal. And then he fell off and then found
He did. Yeah, he did.
Awesome.
What
Same
about
with
John
Lidge.
Franco
Lidge,
Franco.
with the Mets?
Missed it for a minute and then he came back.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, there's a lot of them
There's
out there.
plenty of options, but
People
because Mo
forget-
was so dominant, you
People
can't not
forget
take
that
Yeah, K-Rod.
Lidge gave up that home run to Pujols in 05, but
Yep,
the
it
Astros
still
went
hasn't
to the World
dropped.
Series that year.
Well,
Like-
that hasn't dropped, and neither has Matt Stairs' homer in the 06 NLCS.
Yes,
right.
That
Yeah.
will never drop.
Right.
That thing's in orbit. It has its own orbit. It's taken over Pluto as a planet.
No, 6 NLC? That wasn't.
The 08 NLCS.
Oh, yeah.
Game 6 of the 08 NLCS. So
Like the closer positions definitely.
it's
I mean,
Mo, and then like
it's
you got
Mo
a
and-
bunch
yeah,
of guys you can talk about.
because
It's
it's like 1 or
Mo,
2 year stints for some guys, but like
Hoffman,
Mo was like
Johnny.
a decade.
Yep.
Decade and a
Yeah.
half.
No,
Absolutely.
and you know, I know I was kind of playing it up, but like you'll never ever. I'll never not be a Yachty guy, and Jeter grinds my gears. So
The way you
We-
feel
we
about
see.
Yachty is the same way I feel about Chipper Jones, so I'm with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
We all have our guys.
Right,
I tried to go away from my guys as much
Yeah.
as I could.
I did too. I
Honestly-
only put one brave. Well, I put Andrew
Yeah.
Jones as honorable mention, but
yeah.
Yeah.
To that point, I think Andrew Jones needs more respect.
when I had him, even if he didn't hit defensive loan, he was worthy of
Oh,
being
he's
on this
one of
list.
the best of all time. Yeah.
When we're
100%.
talking
Statistically, he's the best outfielder anybody has ever seen.
Him and Willie
Defensive,
Mays.
yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we mentioned catcher, I knew it wasn't gonna be your number one, but I thought you were going to mention Chooch.
I will
Really?
say this
Because we
Carlos
talked.
Ruiz.
yeah.
He is the best
Oh.
pitch calling
Yeah,
catcher
pitch caller. Yeah.
ever.
Oh yeah, we had this conversation.
He is the best
No,
pitch
we're not getting
calling
into it. We're not
catcher
getting into it.
ever.
All
The
right.
man has 5 no-nos
Yeah.
and 2 perfect games on it.
That's-
Or no, 1 perfect game and 5 no-nos on
That's
his record.
nasty.
I'm gonna let
That's
you have it. I'm
gross.
gonna let you
Yeah.
have this
It's
one. I'm gonna
gross.
let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. My hands are up.
I thought you were.
We don't have enough
and the
time
kicker,
for me to get.
two of his no-nos are multi-pitcher. So it's
So-
not like
so-
just one pitcher was going off.
Mhm.
So we do have our baseball series picks before we end the show, but we also have "Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader" between me and the parlay
And Rob
guy.
coming.
But then we also have baseball trivia, and I do not between me and CJ, and we do not need to because that's gonna get hairy.
It's
That's
going to get heated.
That's gonna get heated because
It's going to be fun, though. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I actually think, Pat, like, it will be...
I
it's
could
gonna
do
be
a
close.
whole episode.
I feel like the only way we can run this is if I'm the one that is hosting this event.
Probably.
It might have to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could do a whole episode on Yachty versus Ruiz right now.
Well,
So
yeah.
we will
No,
not
and
do
you
that.
would win. You would win every category
Yeah.
except for one, and it's pitch calling.
No,
Right.
but I
The only
would
category.
I wouldn't stop the episode until you.
I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't.
I would in all the things that make a catcher, like all 10. Let's just say there's 10 categories.
Uh-huh.
Yachty wins 9 of 10.
Right.
He doesn't win one, and
But
that's
I
the
would
only.
fight. I would fight.
You would fight to the death,
I
and
know
that'd be
you
like
would.
5 no-nos and a perfect game.
Right.
I don't care. I would
Like-
fight. I would fight. I would bring
Yeah.
up all of the videos. I'd bring up all of the quotes. I'd bring up everything.
And he
You just do that
protected
anyway.
the postseason no-no by going over Brandon Phillips's bat. One of the greatest things ever I've ever seen.
We gotta
gonna
take
be
a
great.
break so we can get.
We're going to take a break. Let's take a break. After this short
Let-
commercial
let-
break, we're going to talk
let
about
us
where we're
know-
going this weekend.
Yeah,
But let us know what you're
think.
thinking. For all, yeah, Pat, you and I know we're there.
Shout out-
Let
shout
us
out
know who
Jason
you're
Stark.
thinking. Let us
Shout
know
out Jason
in the
Stark.
comments down on YouTube or
We'll have to
in the
tag him.
comments
Make
on
sure
the
we tag
podcast.
him.
Yeah, we'll tag everybody. We'll get through it. But before we do anything like that, let's go ahead and take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with our series of the weekend. Welcome back, everybody. We had our nice little commercial break. Hopefully you liked those commercials. Brought to you by Fan First Sports Network, giving the diehard fans the content they want and deserve from the diehard fans themselves. That is who we are brought to you by, and thank Fan First every day for letting us do this content for you guys. We are going into where are you going this weekend? If you had unlimited money and you could go wherever you want to watch a series, to either bet on it or to watch a great pitching performance, or to watch one team just absolutely obliterate another team, i.e., if you wanted to go to Flushing, Queens and watch the Mets take on the Rockies. Yes, that would be the lopsided thing that you were talking about. But let's go ahead and get where everybody would go. Rob, let's go ahead and start with you. Where would you go this weekend if you had unlimited cash?
It's kind of ironic because I can actually go to this place and I can afford to go to it, so I don't need unlimited funds. I'm going to Charlotte, North Carolina. The Savannah Bananas are playing the Party Animals, who are formerly known as the Savannah Party Animals. To me, you have the regular, the former, you have everything going. And those games are exciting no matter what happens. They're fun to watch. And there's no official betting on them, so I'll have to bet somebody in the stands, but I'll find a way to bet on them.
Are you going to bet on yourself to catch a foul ball out?
You know what? It would be like the 7th of my career, so I'll go, yeah.
All right.
Are you going?
No, I wish I was going. But I could go.
You need the unlimited funds to get a ticket. It's what you need.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is every game they got is sold out. But
yeah,
dude, they're coming to Yankee Stadium in September, and I want to go so bad.
Yeah, they're going to be in Richmond. They're going to be in Richmond, Virginia, at like 10 miles
3
from us
weekends from now. Yeah,
in June, but they're sold out.
Yeah, my wife got the pool to get in, and then she didn't get in in time.
What is your guys' take? I know we can get through this, but I think the Savannah Bananas are great for baseball.
Oh, I agree.
I think they are as well.
Yeah.
Have you watched the documentary on them?
No, where's
there's a documentary out there on YouTube, I think. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It shows you like the couple that bought this team that was dying and turned it into the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, because they were like an independent team for a while, and then they just started this league.
Yeah, this couple bought it as it was going bankrupt for they just took everything they owned and bought this team and risked their entire livelihood on this team.
We should do a show on the Savannah.
They came up with these crazy ideas and it took off, and they've been sold out ever since.
Dude, they're selling out freaking college football. They're selling out NFL.
They're selling out everything.
And it's great because former big leaguers will play for the Savannah Bananas. I know Jeff Francoeur's done it.
Yep, Ryan Howard's done it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Hosmer was the other day. Yeah.
All right.
What a great pick, Rob. Unbelievable. I love that. We, as a show, should get media credentials to a Savannah Banana game.
It'd be very nice.
We can join the list for Baltimore, Maryland, CJ.
Could.
Because that's in August.
Are you guys able? September. It's late September. Come up to New York. Go to the Yankee Stadium.
I might burn when I walk in the place, but
that's fair.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Parker, where are you going this weekend?
I'm going to LA because the Dodgers are playing the Yankees. And just the Friday pitching matchup alone is must see. Max Fried for the Yankees, Tony Gonsolin for the Dodgers. I mean, look, the Dodgers, their best starter, he's a Cy Young candidate right now, Yamamoto. He's pitching Sunday. Willie Warren's been great for the Yankees, but these are two of the best teams in the game outside of the Phillies. And I want to see Yankees Dodgers, which could be a World Series matchup.
Very well could be.
Not.
Yeah,
I hope
me too.
To be very clear.
Yeah.
Pat, I know that was one of your two picks. What is your other pick?
My pick was Yankees Dodgers.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My second pick was Mets and Rockies.
All right. So your
shout out Max Fried, by the way.
Your third pick.
I didn't realize until maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, how good Max Fried has been, which is insane. The Yankees, I believe, are still yet to lose a game that he pitches. So that's that. Well, you guys forced my hand, and I'm just going to go to Texas. because
Fair enough.
that's where the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team is playing.
Yeah, DeGrom's pitching Friday.
If you are not aware right now of what the St. Louis Cardinals are doing, I'm going to make you aware. They are 18-5 since May the 4th be with you. So that's let me do some math. 25 days. They are 18-5. They are the best team in baseball since the Star Wars day. Hop on the bandwagon. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if they're going to trade. I don't know if they're going to buy, sell, whatever. I'm having fun. I'm rocking the hat. For those on YouTube, I'm wearing a St. Louis Cardinals hat because I always do, and I wear them on my arm every day. Let's go, Cardinals. I do love this, pretty much every series you guys said, and I love the Savannah Bananas, but I love the Mets, Rockies. I love the the Yankees, Dodgers. Probably the best series of the weekend is Yankees, Dodgers. But let's go Cardinals. Let's go Cardinals against in Texas. The Cardinals have struggled on the road, but they've been better as of late. I'm all here for this. I'm not on the top of the roller coaster, as shout out Keldog will perceive me as. I am just kind of I'm on the kiddie ride. No, I'm on the kiddie ride. No, your hand went no. I'm like right here. Okay, I'm right here. I'm just having fun. We're having fun because if you had told me on April 1st that the Cardinals would be 31-23 on May 29th, I would have told you you're an idiot. So here I am, 31-23.
You would be because it's 32-24.
32-24. Thank you. They're 8 games above. So I look at me.
So I mean, you would be an idiot if somebody sat there and said that they would be 31-23.
Well, look at me. I'm playing with house money, baby. I'm playing with house money. Let's have some fun, and let's go down to Texas and let's sweep the freaking Rangers. I don't even care who's pitching. DeGrom. I can't even name another Texas Ranger pitcher. So
Leiter.
Tyler.
I think he's pitching today. Friday.
Yep.
So
DeGrom is Sunday.
Let's go, and don't make me bring my mouth to the camera.
Please don't.
Corbin Carroll. All right, so I have my series, and it is arguably the best stadium in the MLB for the nicest fans in the MLB, from what I hear, and it is Kauffman Stadium. I am going to see the Tigers go into, yes, the best record in the American League.
I like that.
Go to Kansas City to face the Royals. So the Tigres versus the Royals, and it's because Casey Mize versus Seth Lugo on Friday, and then Saturday you've got Scoobo versus Waka Flocka Flame, and then on Sunday you have Montero versus Bubek. Probably the worst pitching matchup, but
Bubek's been having a good year.
Bubek's been having a good year, and Montero's been solid. He's been steady. He's been good. It's the worst pitching matchup in there.
Absolutely.
But Friday's the best pitching matchup, even though it doesn't have who could possibly win the AL MVP and the AL Cy Young in Tariq Skubal.
Yeah.
Pitching when he goes on Saturday. But yes, I will be going to Kauffman Stadium if I had unlimited funds, and I will go visit and see the Tigres face the Royals in an AL Central matchup to the death.
It's a beautiful stadium.
Not to the death, but yes.
Not to the death.
And I would see my my high school alumnus in Vinny Pasquantino play for the Kansas City Royals.
I knew
Shout
him.
out James River High School.
Yeah, I knew him when he was a kid.
So, yes,
We got stats update. We got Chris Sale 6 strikeouts right now in the 4th.
Yeah.
Zach Wheeler has 5 strikeouts,
5.
but he just gave up a 4-piece in the 4th inning.
Yes,
yeah, because it was Yeah,
I can't believe
mean,
he gave
had
a home run to
no-hitter.
Ozzy Albies. That's wild.
He just left one up, man.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care. You leave one in the middle of the plate to any major leaguer, it's gonna get smacked. So,
I would have argued that's true, except for Ozzy Albies. That dude couldn't hit a beach ball lately, but
Right.
it doesn't matter.
It does.
You leave one 100. It doesn't matter as long as if it's mid 90s, right down the pecker. A major league baseball player is gonna hit it.
They can time a jet.
They can time a jet. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this show. It's been Just the Bet Slips. Find us on Instagram at Just the Bet Slips, X at Just the Bet Slips. Wherever you can find people, you find it at Just the Bet Slips. Here, Apple, Spotify for the podcast. YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe the video. It really helps us out a lot. But we will be back live. You're watching this Friday morning. We will see it live again tonight as you're watching this. And that's where we promise to bring you the one thing that we always say, and that is the hot tips to help your bet slips. And we'll catch you guys another time. All right, everybody, have a good one. Responsibly go and chase that bag. Let us know who's your quarter century team, and we'll catch you next time on Just the Bet Slips.